Hey, real quick before this video gets underway, I want to let you guys know that I posted the final 3 stages of Hell match between me and my brother on Bro Time WWE. Just in case you missed it, it's the epic conclusion. It's super badass. If you haven't seen any of the Bro Time WWE stuff, I'm going to link in the description and probably annotation on the screen right now. The very first 3 stages of Hell match we had, it's wrestling in case you haven't picked up on it yet. Very first 3 stages of Hell match we had, it's really good. And then from there you can find your way to the second and then the third. Or if you have seen the first 2 and you were just waiting for the third one, also annotation on the screen for the third one. Anyways, enjoy the video. Thanks, guys. What's going on, everybody? It's Thundershot, and before this video gets underway, I want to clear something up. The game I'm playing for you today is NBA 2K12. I'm playing on Hall of Fame difficulty. I am the Miami Heat going against the Lakers, as you can see on the screen there, and the rosters are as updated as 2K12 had them. I don't know when they stopped updating, but if anything's off or not right, like Dwight Howard's not on the Lakers right now, for example. And that's just, 2K12 quit updating their rosters when 2K13 was in its heyday, so that's that. But no, actually the video and what you're going to be seeing is not the topic, but I will talk about it a little bit before we get underway. I don't really care for LeBron James' whole powder throw, but I do love that he did it right in front of the Lakers fans. It's hilarious to me. And then he goes and shakes hands with Kobe. I leave most of the first quarter in here just because the first quarter, not the whole game, no one ever gets in foul trouble, but the first quarter is a little bit of a foul fest for the star players, and it helps the game develop. And then after that, it's just going to be a big highlight reel until the end of the game. So that's that. But anyways, I'm not going to be talking about the video, despite the fact that there are going to be some pretty sweet highlights going on in the background. This is the first game I got. I popped the disc in, played like half of a quarter to make sure I remembered the buttons, and then fired this game up. So that's that. Anyways, the topic of the game today is the other part of my gaming that you guys haven't seen yet. I started this channel, 8-ish months ago. I really don't know. I'd have to look. I'm just going to say 8 months ago. And what you've seen so far is you've seen Dragon Ball, which is one of the only fighting games I ever really dabble in. You've seen Call of Duty, which it does take up a very large portion of my gaming. Like, I've been gaming since I was 3. I've been a gamer since I was 3 years old. And I started out on an old Sonic the Hedgehog 2D side, but other than that, for the last 10 years or so, the majority of my gaming, not 10, we'll say 5 or 6 years, the majority of my gaming has been Call of Duty. Online first-person shooters. I didn't start playing Dragon Ball again until a year or 2 ago, but Dragon Ball was a big part of it after that. The single-player games, such as Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that. And sports games. And sports games is the part that you haven't seen yet. You guys have seen Dragon Ball. You know I played Dragon Ball. You guys have seen the Call of Duty. You've seen the single-player games. I've played through Uncharted on my own time. I played through Uncharted. I played through Mirror's Edge, games like that. I do the single-player game. Call of Duty is mostly the only first-person shooter. I dabbled in Battlefield for a little while, but I don't currently own the game, so I couldn't play it if I wanted to. But another big game I played for a long time, a game genre I played for a long time, was sports games. And you guys haven't really seen any of that. And I figured, why not give you the chance? Madden 25 recently came out. I don't know it. I don't think I had the money to buy it, and I didn't know what kind of an investment it was going to be because Madden is almost the same every year. So you never know with that. But my brother got it, so I'm going to ask him how it is here in the next week or two. See if he likes it. Also on top of that, NBA 2K14 is coming out. Now, before I talk about 2K14, I figured now would be a good time to bring up this video. Not this video. I figured now would be a good time to bring up sports games because I recently got done with my quote-unquote Bro Time WWE 13 run that I had with my little brother. And that can kind of be considered a sports game. It depends on if you want to refer it. Yeah, I'll call that a sports game. It's getting made by 2K now, so it's got to be considered a sport, right? But since that's wrapping up, I figured I would actually talk sports with you guys. Now, I know most of the sports fanatics probably wouldn't click on a WWE video just because they don't think it counts, but it plays the same. The button controls, you get the idea of why I'm calling it a sport. But 2K14 is coming out. NBA 2K14 is coming out. Now, I'm going to stray away from games for a second and talk strictly sports. Football, although it's got its boring moments, is probably American football if you're from another country that's not USA. But American football is probably the most entertaining sport for me to watch. It's got its boring parts. If I can TiVo the game, not find out the answer, and then skip the commercials and the timeouts and stuff, I'll do that, and then it's the most exciting thing in the world to me. Basketball is probably second, although I normally don't pay attention to the NBA at all until finals time rolls around. And baseball is third, and again, I don't pay attention to baseball usually. I mean, I might go to a Royals game occasionally because I kind of live near KC, and I grew up a Royals fan despite them sucking for so many years. Yeah, and then baseball, I'll pay attention during the World Series. But it was always, I feel like I would watch more basketball, excuse me, but it was always hard for me growing up in the middle of Kansas, being that we didn't really have a team. The closest team we have to us is now the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I'm not a big fan of them anyway. So as far as basketball goes, I always picked players. That's why I'm the Heat right now. I was a LeBron James fan when he was on the Cavs. Mario Chalmers used to be a Kansas Jayhawk. And, I mean, you know, the two of them getting put on the same team, it made me like the Heat. So that's why I'm the Heat right now. I've never really been a Kobe fan, but please don't hate me for that. But yeah, I'm getting off topic here. Anyways, the topic today is sports games. Now, I just listed the order of sports I like to watch in order. But here's the thing. I think games are something entirely different. I play the crap out of NBA games. I play the crap out of Madden games. And I haven't touched a baseball game in a long time, but those got really hard. I used to have an old MVP Baseball 2004. And on that one, square was power swing, X was contact swing. And then you pushed one of those and you used the analog stick to pick where you thought the pitch was. On the new one, you got to aim like exactly where you think the pitch is going to be, and X is the only button you can use. I don't know. So I don't touch much baseball games anymore. However, it's sport time for EA or 2K or whatever, whoever's releasing games now. Madden 25, as I stated earlier, just came out recently. And I'm thinking about picking that up, although I'm not sold on it yet. I don't know. I'd have to hear more. I'm going to talk to my little brother about it. One thing I am really excited for, however, is NBA 2K14 is coming out. And basically the whole point of this video is if you guys are interested at all in that, which, I mean, you know, the title of the video should have sports in it somewhere, sports game somewhere. So if you're interested in all in that, let me know, because I'm thinking about doing a My Player run-through on NBA 2K14, because I haven't had a 2K game since 12. I mean, you know, I skipped 13, I guess. And I kind of regret skipping 13, but I just really, I had 2K12, and 2K12 was so good, in my opinion, that I didn't need 13, and plus 13 ran really weird on my brother's PlayStation. It was all laggy and slow, and I don't want to risk getting it. But anyways, the cool thing about, if I'm to pick up NBA 2K14, and if I'm to do a My Player run-through, like maybe a season or two, try to get into Hall of Fame or something like that, the cool thing about that would be is it wouldn't take up a lot of time. It wouldn't take up like any of my video slots. You know how now I kind of upload 1 to 2 videos a day? This wouldn't be like a daily thing. You wouldn't see like a game a day or anything like that. What would happen is I would cut up 2 or 3 My Player games, like in a row. I would mesh 2 or 3 My Player games together, and then I would talk over it and just tell you like the progress that My Player is making and how good we are looking in the season, and show you some really badass plays of me doing some cool stuff, just stuff like that. And it would probably be like a 10 or 12 minute video. And then the good thing about it is it would be weekly or bi-weekly. So I could still run 2 playthroughs at a time and an NBA. Yeah, and an NBA thing. I thought that would be a neat idea, because that way I wouldn't lose any of my playthrough time. And it'd only take up 1 or 2 video slots a week, depending on how much you guys want to get. But I kind of like the way, this is some, I used a really cheap tactic to steal the ball on an inbounds pass with LeBron, but then I got an over the backboard shot. I figured it was worth replaying. So that's what that was. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, weekly or bi-weekly My Player run through. I just thought that would be a cool thing to do, because I know I'm going to get 2K14 and probably enjoy the My Player regardless. The only thing is if you guys want to see it, it will be there. So I guess get ready for that, because unless everyone comments and says no, don't do this, I definitely won't watch it. Then I'm probably going to do this. I'm probably going to pick up 2K14. You're probably going to expect a My Player video coming out like the first day. And then it might be a little heavy in the beginning, like I may post every single day. The first couple days 2K14's out. But then after that, yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to chill out. It's going to go back to a weekly or bi-weekly thing. And it's just going to be nice to see the highlights and then see My Player progress. But that's entirely up to you. On top of that, Madden. In the height of football season, I do think it would be cool to do a Madden run-through. But that's only if 25 is worth getting. I probably have a lot more football fans out there. Just guessing, just because I think there are a lot more football fans out there. So, but I'm kind of straying from Madden games. I think with Madden, what I would do is I would save Madden for some like friendly competition. Like it'd be another Bro Time. I did Bro Time WWE with my little brother. I would probably play like a Madden game or two with him and then post it on here, and we'd see how it'd play out. Something like that. Madden is more, to me, Madden's more for like the exhibition games, one-on-one, team versus team battles. Whereas NBA, I think that My Player Road is the way to go. But we'll see how it all plays out. I might do a My Player run through on Madden as well. I just don't want to be known as only a sports guy. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me who your favorite player in the NBA is. Let me know if you actually want to see the My Player run through, because I'm kind of excited for it. LeBron James, player of the game. I overused him as much as possible. If it was possible for him to get the bucket, I gave him the bucket, even though I like Dwayne Wade too. And definitely Mario Chalmers. That game-winning shot in the national championship, you can't forget that. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like 2K12, because you get enough likes, it's coming back on October 1st is when 2K14 is released, so be looking forward to that. It's about a month away. But yeah, I'm Thundershot, and I'm out. Peace, guys.